Hello Blue Eagle Nation, my name is Ruth and I'm the extremely proud principal here at Clover High School. I cannot express how much I would like to be addressing a room full of seniors right now, all excited about putting the finishing touches on their last semester of high school. I miss you. I miss watching you excel in the classroom. I miss cheering you on from the sideline. I miss listening and watching the works of art you produce. I miss yelling down the hall for you to get to your flex class. I miss the subtle smiles we exchanged as you took your hat off just before you saw me in the hallway. I miss helping you and you helping me. Most of all, I miss the simple conversations, perhaps on a random weekday, perhaps between two random classes. It now feels like nothing was random about those interactions as we hold all of them so precious during this time. For many of you, I watched you as you walked into middle school on the first day of 6th grade. You probably felt lost and uncertain about what the coming days would be like. Uncertainty has once again fallen upon you as seniors. And much like the confidence you gained as time passed, be assured that you can face this new uncertainty with confidence. And as I saw you make that walk into middle school and later into the hallways of Clover High School, we want to see you make that final walk as Blue Eagles. For that reason, the staff at Clover High School has worked tirelessly to make sure you'll be able to attach wonderful memories to your final days in Blue Eagle Nation. Let's talk about some of these opportunities. During your time at Clover High School, there have been two companies that have really gone to bat for Clover High School students. We enjoy a great relationship with Jostens and Price Brothers Plumbing. Many of you are aware that Price Brothers has agreed to adopt our entire senior class and pay for Jostens to produce yard signs for every senior. Once they arrive, the staff at Clover High School will be delivering these signs to the class of 2020. Now let's talk about graduation. When the coronavirus pandemic presented us with challenges to a traditional graduation ceremony, we went to work on a solution. Fortunately, the amazing people at Hounds Drive-In offered help. We've worked with Hounds Drive-In to offer a truly special event for the class of 2020. Their drive-in will allow for a traditional graduation to take place in a non-traditional way. Let's talk about the details. Hounds Drive-In is located in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, roughly the same distance from Clover High School as the Winthrop Coliseum. Let's walk through what graduation would look like at the drive-in. Hounds Drive-In can accommodate one vehicle for each member of the class of 2020. There's important things to remember about vehicles. Again, one vehicle per graduate, and there's no flexibility in allowing a second vehicle. No limousines, party buses, RVs, or similar oversized vehicles. Everyone must remain in their vehicle. People are not permitted to arrive in the beds of trucks or to move to a truck bed once they arrive. Everyone must remain in their vehicle. There will be a parking detail on hand to assist with parking graduates. Smaller vehicles will be parked at the front with larger SUVs and trucks being parked on the back rows. Again, smaller vehicles up front, larger trucks and SUVs on the back rows. People cannot open hatches on minivans or set up chairs outside of their vehicle. Everyone must remain in their vehicle. There will not be a prescribed number of tickets this year. Graduates will be able to make choices about who rides in their vehicle. Now, I understand that who attends graduation can sometimes be a sensitive subject. However, I want everyone to keep in mind the difficulties already placed upon our senior class. Our intent is to make this a very special night for our seniors, and I urge you to work out any of these situations in advance and with no stress or pressure placed upon our graduates. Again, one vehicle per graduate, and everyone must remain in their vehicle. Graduation will take place on Thursday, June 4th. Given that it will be outside, in the event of weather, graduation will take place on Tuesday, June 9th. Graduates will arrive at Hounds Drive-In beginning at 7 o'clock p.m. There will only be one entrance to the drive-in. The entrance gates will close at 8 o'clock p.m. and entry will be denied after 8 o'clock. With all the moving parts of this graduation, being on time will be a necessity. As students arrive, they will show their car tag to the volunteers at the gate. They will then be parked in the appropriate row based on the size of their vehicle. The ceremony will begin with a video displayed on the big screen. We will have all the elements of our traditional ceremony pre-recorded. This will include the presentation of colors, singing of the national anthem by our senior corps leaders, and our speeches. The students involved in this portion of the ceremony will be contacted with directions on how to pre-record their portion of the ceremony. We will then transition to the issuing of diplomas. There will be CHS staff members assigned to different locations throughout the property. Beginning with the top 10 in the class of 2020 and then the last row of vehicles, staff members will instruct students to an area beside the stage to come up and get their diploma. The fence posts will serve as markers as they are 8 feet apart and allow for social distancing. Again, staff members will be dispersed throughout so that students know exactly where to go. Graduates will receive a name card to give to either Ms. Starnes or Mr. Plyler so their name can be called. They will then cross the stage and pick up their diploma cover from a table on stage. They will be met on stage by the district superintendent, board members, district administration, and the principal. They will not shake hands on stage. After exiting the stage, they will get their diploma at a side table from a member of their student support team. These are made up of the student's counselor and assistant principal. Students will return to their vehicle and will continue until all members of the graduating class have been recognized. Though not in alphabetical order, parents and students will be provided with an electronic program to follow along and to print out as a keepsake. After the last graduate receives their diploma, I will ask for all members of the class of 2020 to stand in front of their vehicle. I will announce them as graduates so that we can hold the traditional cap toss. If they choose to toss their caps, they will need to do so carefully, as they will not be able to go into another person's parking space to pick up their cap. Concerning dismissal, our parking team will be on hand to conduct an orderly dismissal of vehicles. Arrival and dismissal are one-way streets, so it will be important to follow the directions of the parking team. Dismissal time is not a time for graduates and families to congregate and take pictures. I know this is a traditional experience at graduation, but cannot happen here because everyone will need to remain in their vehicle. Some important things to remember. Everyone must stay in their vehicle at all times. The only exception will be when we bring graduates out to receive their diplomas. I encourage everyone to make restroom considerations prior to arrival at the drive-in. Law enforcement will be on hand for the ceremony and will be authorized to detain anyone that is not compliant with our expectations. This is an outdoor experience. We'll have to work even harder this year to make sure each senior hears their name being called. Please do not scream out of the window or blow your horn when your graduate's name is being called. Noisemakers and megaphones are not permitted. Again, please do not scream out of your window or blow your horns when your graduate's name is being called. Students will be walking on grass and gravel. Unlike past years, tennis shoes will be fine to wear at graduation this year. Please do not wear heels or wedges. Again, tennis shoes will be fine this year. Some other important things to remember as we prepare. Clover High School will soon be announcing dates for car line pickup and drop-off for students. The purpose of this car line is for students to drop off items such as textbooks, uniforms, and other items related to school. On Senior Car Line Day, they will pick up their graduation packets, and in these packets they'll get their car tags, their name cards, and their graduation cords. Graduation practice. We will hold graduation practice on Monday, June 1st. Graduates will need to report to Hounds Drive-In at 114 Raven Circle in Kings Mountain. We'll give some more specific information about graduation practice as we get closer to graduation. My hope is that this is a step in the direction of shifting our outlook from one focused on the things we've lost to the unique things we've gained. There will never be a class like the class of 2020. Not at Clover High School, not in South Carolina, and for that matter, not on the planet. This class was special before this situation, and this situation doesn't change that. It's our desire that you feel valued and honored, and this ceremony will be an opportunity to show you how loved you are. Thank you, Blue Eagle Nation.